Hey guys, welcome back to Surveyor's Nexus. If you're watching this video, chances are you've already seen part 1 of this video where we have covered RICS memberships, pathways, and routes to membership. If not, make sure to check it out first to catch up. In this part 2, as promised, we'll dive into more about submission requirements of Associate RICS and MRICS. So let's jump straight into it. The requirements for Associate RICS are relatively straightforward, like 48 hours of CPD, which is continuing professional development, every year. Competencies assessed up to level 3, a case study that demonstrates your professional experience. But for MRICS, things get a bit more detailed. In addition to CPD and competencies, you'll need to complete a diary entry to track your professional progress, a presentation which you will deliver during your final assessment in front of panel, and passing this step will earn you the prestigious MRICS title, which is a gold standard of professionalism in the built environment. And first and foremost, an online ethical test is mandatory for all the applicants even after becoming a member. Why? Because RICS maintains the highest ethical standards for both its members and associated firms. But remember, any content in your submission must not be older than 24 months. Now you're probably wondering, what do all these terms even mean? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let me break down them for you. CPD, which is continuing professional development, ensures you stay updated with the latest trends in the industry. It includes activities like conferences, workshops, seminar, exam settings and moderations, mentoring, online distance learning, on the job training by internal experts, private studies, teaching, training course, work related activities. It is divided into two parts, formal and informal. You can conduct 24 hours of formal CPDs in 12 months where you will be requiring the evidences. But for informal, you can conduct without even evidences from the given below activities. Now comes to competencies. Competencies are divided into three types, each with three levels. Starting with mandatory competencies, these are the business skills common across all pathways for both associate RICS and MRICS. But for the core competencies, which are the technical competencies, these are key skills specific to your pathways. And optional competencies, these allow some flexibility based on your chosen pathway. When it comes to levels, level 1 means basic knowledge and understanding, that means definition, concepts, etc. Level 2 means application of knowledge gained at level 1. And finally, level 3 means expert advices and implementation, showcasing decision making and professional judgment. Let's see what are the mandatory competencies. These are pretty simple actually, where you will be learning them during the course of your professional journey. In level 3, we have ethics, rules of conduct, and professionalism. You'll need to demonstrate situations where you have provided expert advices such as integrity, conflicts of interest, etc. In level 2, we have client care, communication, and negotiations. This showcase how you applied your skills in these areas. In level 1, we have business fundamentals. I mean, having a basic understanding for topics like accounting principles, business planning, data management, sustainability, and teamwork. Now, for the core competencies, this might also include optional competencies as well. And these are different for each pathways. And just not to mix up everything, they will be featured in their respective pathways videos, which I'll be making in future. For example, quantity surveying core competencies are including design economics, cost planning, procurement and tendering, quantification and costing, etc. You can also download the core competencies of each pathways from the given link. Now, moving forward on the case study, the case study is a final step for associate RICS and one step before the final assessment for MRICS. The topic of the case study should be very close to your heart. so that you can explain each and everything precisely in detail whenever asked. For Associate RICS, your case study must include introduction, which will feature project context, your role, and the background. Approach, where you will be explaining about the key facts, responsibilities, stakeholders, timelines, etc. Results, where you will end up with your outcomes and achievements. And finally, in the lesson learned, you will be telling about the challenges faced, takeaways, and future strategies. If accepted, congratulations, you will be officially become Associate RICS, which is a highly respectable title in this industry. For MRICS, the case study is more detailed. It will feature introduction, approach, achievements, conclusions, but into more detailed version. For example, approach, you will be explaining the solutions, including at least one failed approach before describing your success. And in achievements, all of them will lead to level 3 competencies where you will be demonstrating into very detailed. And finally, with the conclusion, it will reflect your performance, barriers, lesson learned, future plans, and whatnot. Once your submission is accepted, the final hurdle is an assessment and presentation in front of a panel. I will cover this process in detail in my next video where I'll be featuring a special guest who is newly minted chartered quantity surveyor. Never to forget about the maximum word count. If exceeded, chances are your submission will not be accepted, so make sure they are within the maximum word limits as shown in this screen. I hope this video has helped clear your doubts about the Associate RICS and MRICS. Keep these essentials in your mind as you progress with your journey. It's all a part of building a successful professional life. And that's a wrap for part 2. If you found this video very helpful, I would love to hear your thoughts. Drop your feedback in the comments below and don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and share button if you gained something valuable from this. Stay tuned for more content. See you again at Surveys Nexus, mapping excellence and beyond.